I kid you not, these look exactly like the ones I have in the backyard. Why don't we talk about this more on this channel? The transformation. It's the HGTV syndrome, where we think, I've got to change out the entire room. What difference is it going to make to switch out a light? Oh, it makes a big difference. Hello and welcome back to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina. Today we're talking about easy, simple ways to improve your home while not breaking the bank. These things are powerful. They have such a big impact on the way your home feels, and yet you don't have to spend a ton of money. I know you're gonna love them. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let's jump into today's video. Let's face it, decorating your home can be expensive, and if you're like me, you're a little impatient to get there. The thing is that I think in a way HGTV has kind of ruined things for us, right? Like all these renovations that seemingly take 3 days to happen and the entire house is transformed. Well, I can tell you this, there is a little bit of Hollywood magic that goes into some of those shows, and the reality is that most people cannot tear down their entire house and rebuild it in 3 days. Even 3 weeks, even 3 months, right? 3 years. Most people are on a longer burn to being able to create the home of their dreams. And I think that at times that pressure we feel that we need to hurry up and get there, I don't know that our parents dealt with it the way that we do, because we are an instant generation, right? Everything happens now. Nothing happens later. Our generation, we just take out a big mortgage, we run and buy a house. There's, no doc loans, or at least there were. There's quick mortgages that have low interest rates, right? Like, we have become a very instant society. And I think that that really deters us from plotting and planning and enjoying the journey of creating our home around us. So these tips are going to be super simple, super easy. Let's start off with the one that I genuinely believe is one of the most powerful. If you do not have a single cent to spend, this one is free, okay? It sounds cliche and it sounds like as a designer, I'm dialing it in, but I am telling you right now, I feel this one myself more than a pillow, more than a table, and that is decluttering, cleaning up, tidying. This is such a powerful thing. When you feel stuck in your home, the first thing you should do is just start cleaning up, tidy up. Get rid of the junk mail off the counter. Get rid of the boxes of cereal and the things that end up piling on the counter. Don't have the keys sitting out in plain sight. Tuck them away in a drawer. Go through your house and just start straightening up the pillows. Take out the vacuum and vacuum a little bit. You may even want to think about cleaning the windows. That made such a big difference. We have 2-story windows, which are a lot harder for us to reach. So we actually just went to, it's Thumbtack. I think it's Thumbtack. I think that's what the app is. And we just found a guy who's ended up being amazing. We have him come back now over and over, about every 6 months, and he cleans all the windows inside and out. And it just makes such a difference to be able to see out the windows. It's so transformative. And it really just makes your house feel less grimy. It makes it feel less dingy. But every one of us is gonna have different things that we need to clean up. We might need to do some decluttering. We might need to get rid of some things that are no longer serving their purpose, that no longer bring us joy. And if you're really, really attached to them, think about just sticking them in the basement. I mean, that's the joy of having a basement, right? Or a garage or an attic. Why stare at something for year upon year just because somebody gave it to you or you spent a lot of money on it? We were talking about this recently in one of our other videos. I'll leave a link for it. And so many of you wrote in that you just need to literally just go through and declutter. I try to do some decluttering almost every day or every few days, even if it's just opening a drawer. Our little junk drawer was getting out of control to where we could barely open it. And I just take a few seconds and tidy it up. And it's not necessarily the biggest decor, like mind-blowing decor trick, right, in the book for a designer to say, but it kind of is. And freaking out and so excited because today our video sponsor is Floral and I have a discount code for you, which I'm really glad because I needed that discount code too. Floral is my go-to source for faux florals. I discovered them, has it been a year and a half? It's been a little while, and I absolutely love their florals and their greenery, and they have an incredible selection of vases. I love faux blooms, and a lot of people say, oh, you're a designer and you use faux blooms. Well, yes, I do. You know why? Because it's more sustainable, it's a lot less expensive, right? It's a little bit of an investment up front, but a lot of times it's even cheaper than buying a bouquet from a florist, okay? And then they stay forever and they are gorgeous. They are absolutely stunning, and you can make these into so many different arrangements. I've got these sitting right now in the kitchen, and I just love how big and lush they are. And I don't know how they do this, but they have made these feel so real. It's not just they look real, but they feel so real. Okay, really, really pretty, right? Okay, did you notice these hydrangea over here? Okay. Okay, not only is it these hydrangea, but it's the vase as well. Look at this vase. Could you not just die? It looks like it's from like a Grecian artifact or something. I'm freaking out. And then they sent me these hydrangea, and I'm so excited because I kid you not, these look exactly like the ones I have in the backyard, but I don't want to clip mine because then I have nothing to look at when I look outside. I'm just freaking out. I love them. I think you will love them as well. And this big vase sitting in the living room, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry. I'm so excited. It just livens up a space. That's what I love about these faux florals. They just make the space feel a little bit romantic, and they make it feel soft, and it makes it so approachable. And I mean, look at these leaves. They even curl the way that the real ones do. And they make things slightly imperfect as well at times. Like you can see where they created the little clipped look, right? Where as if they'd already been clipped at some point. But this is not all. Hang on, I got one more to show you. I've had this one in the sunroom for a few days, and then I was like looking for something to go back there, and I was like, what can I put there? What can I put? And then I was like, this black vase. It has the most amazing texture in it. It is so gorgeous. And then these olive branches are just insane. They look so real. I mean, how is that not real? I mean, they even have like the bend in the leaf and everything, and then the olives they're not all the same. I mean, they just look so good. I highly suggest checking out my link down below, because if you use my link and my code Valentina20, it's going to save you 20% off any purchase of $100 or more. That's a really good coupon, okay? It's a really good coupon code. So I will have all the details linked down below, and I'll link up not only what I have here, but how many I have as well, because I know you guys ask that all the time. But thank you so much to Floral for being our video sponsor, because I love that we get a discount code so we can all go shopping as well. So check it all out, and thank you again to Floral. Paint. Why don't we talk about this more on this channel? It's because I feel like, oh, well, we all know we should just paint a room. No, we don't. We forget that the simplest thing in the entire world is to paint a room. Relatively inexpensive, right, to the scheme of life and taking care of our home and all the things that we do. And it is so powerful to paint our rooms. Why don't we do this more? I do not know. But I can tell you this, we get stuck a lot of times thinking that we need to save up to take off the roof and raise it, and we're gonna, get rid of everything in the entire room. We just forget that this is what I hear a lot. I'm waiting to do all of it at once. Don't do that to yourself. That's what they do on HGTV, and I like watching those shows. They're so much fun. What isn't fun about watching a transformation? I love doing them. I love being a part of them. But at the same time, why wait? If you've got a bedroom that's feeling a little bit down in the dumps and it's making you sad when you wake up and you kind of dread going in there, first of all, you've already decluttered. There's no laundry on the bed. And now you're going to get in there and just give it a good lick of paint. It will transform your mood. Do not wait. Do not wait. You need to do it now. This is one of those things that this is why I say, I think HGTV has kind of ruined home decor for us in a lot of ways because we feel like we're supposed to just do all of it at once. We feel like we have to make a massive transformation and buy all new furniture. One of your most asked questions, without a doubt over the years, is what do I do if I have a dining room set? The really traditional ones with the matching chairs and the china cabinet. I did a renovation for, I did a room makeover for my mom, and honestly, mainly what we did was we painted. We painted her room, and it was gorgeous, okay? It transformed the way that the space felt. It made her furniture look so good, and I think we added a mirror and maybe a light and some very small little things, but we didn't spend a fortune, I can tell you that. We did not. We kept the table, we kept the chairs, we kept the rug, we kept the china cabinet, we used art that she already had. It was a very inexpensive thing to do, but mainly those things really were just so transformed because of the paint. Paint is something we very easily forget about, and it is so powerful. I, of course, love living in white, so of course I'm gonna suggest to you, white is a really great color. Well, I know, I can hear you in the comments. It's not really a color, okay? But for me, it's what you put, it's the paint color you've put on the walls. For me, it makes the space feel light and bright and airy, and the transformation from when we first moved in. Even when I painted it the gray, like that was kind of like, it was kind of somber. This white is just like, it's like living in the clouds. For some of you, that might be that you need a navy. Blues just tend to make people feel very happy. So I feel like white is a really good option. Maybe a creamier white if you like something a little bit softer than what I have, but also those blues, because something about them is very soothing to people on the lighter shades, or you could go for navies and go for drama. But either way, paint is powerful. Let's not forget it, and let's not wait. I took my own advice on this one and switched out some lighting. It is so easy to change out our lighting, but we forget. It's the HGTV syndrome where we think, I've got to change out the entire room. What difference is it going to make to switch out a light? Oh, it makes a big difference. It makes a very big difference. I just switched out one in the hallway. I don't even know if I have a picture of the one from before. I'm really bad at this, aren't I? Maybe I have a video clip I can pop in. I'll try to see if I can find it. Nothing wrong with the light. It just wasn't what I liked. When we did this house originally, my first round was very like vintage furniture, collected, flea market, very European, kind of like cottage feeling. And as you can tell, we've gone a little bit of a different direction. I love the way the house is now, but the old light just really wasn't, thrilling me. So I bought one off of Amazon. It was so inexpensive, arrived immediately, and if like you or your spouse or a neighbor that might just be able to switch it out for you. I had the electrician here doing a whole bunch of other more involved electrical work because we're redoing the laundry room. Stay tuned, hit subscribe, good things coming. But I just walked over there and I was like, why didn't we do that before? I'm like, why do we do this? In my bedroom, first I had the big fan that came OG, right, with the house. That thing was so dingy and so depressing. And then I switched it out with just an IKEA lamp, like the little light. Hopefully I have a picture of that. Those are really good options if you want to bring in a lot of light and you have like almost no budget, because they're like, they're like under $50 and it's a nice big light. And then now the one that I have in there is just like so big. It makes such a big impact and it's just so powerful how much it transformed the way that the room feels. And I'm like, should have done that too. That one's got a little bit more expensive. There's always a coupon code on it, so it's about $400. Oh, if you get on Restoration Hardware and look at that light, it's gonna set you back thousands. Like some of their lights are like $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. Yeah. This one was about $400, which is still a chunk of change, but it just is so big. I did the same thing in the dining room. I changed that out. It just made such a difference. I did it in the powder room as well. The lights that I had in there just, the ones that came with the house, we just get in the habit of just looking past things. We become nose blind, right? We become blind to our homes and we think we've got to eat, what isn't that expression? Like eat the entire elephant at once? I don't know, that's kind of weird. Why do we say that? Some of these expressions that we have are so bizarre when you think about them, okay? Let's not try to take off more than we can chew. How about that? we can take nibbles at our piece of cake instead of eating the whole slice at once, okay? We're gonna take it little by little. Do these little things. They're going to transform your space. You're going to be blown away. I will leave a link for my Amazon because I think that I've got some incredible lighting that I found over there. And I think West Elm is another really good source if you're working on a really, really tight budget. And then if you've got a little bit more to spend, I always say Visual Comfort is my go-to source, without a doubt, for really upscale, beautiful designer pieces. But you'd be surprised what you can find on there. That'll be under $100 still, but amazing quality. I'll leave it all linked down below, but either way, just switch out the light. Of course. But do we do it? No. And that is change out the textiles. Why don't we do that more? I do not know, because again, we've got the HGTV syndrome and we're thinking, oh, I'll get new pillows when I do the whole entire room. No, just get some new pillows. If you've got a dated sofa, you could put a blanket over it and add some neutral pillows that will neutralize it while you're saving up for the sofa that you really want. I've done that before myself. I think that you can also look on Craigslist if you're looking for a new sofa. Like if you're looking for like the big ticket items, why not look like on either Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace? People are giving stuff away on there. And they're giving away really good stuff. You just type in Restoration Hardware, Pottery Barn, West Elm, you will be amazed. So if you're looking for the big ticket items, because I can hear your questions. You're always like, it doesn't matter what kind of pillow I put on my sofa, it still looks like crap. I didn't say that, you guys did, okay? If you are in that boat, go look at places where you can find some really nice stuff for very little money. But I do think that switching out the pillows, I just switched them out just like this week. I put this really cute little linen one on here. These are from Amazon, actually. I've got some boucle. Look at this boucle. Look at the boucle. I love these pillows. I love them. They've got some nice little down inserts inside of them. I've got this one from Amazon. It's got this gorgeous linen, like woven kind of look with this really great trim work on it. Looks so expensive and custom, right? And then I've got some more boucle back here. Either way, I'm telling you, switch out your pillows and then switch out your blanket. If it's tattered and worn, switch it. There are little things we can do, little by little, each week, right? Like you can buy new pillows this week for under $50 and start transforming your space. And then the next week, right? You've got a little bit more to work with. And think about your bedding. I have the bedding on my bed right now from Amazon and it's beautiful. Check out the linens. I'm gonna leave things linked up because we just, like I said, we just get so caught up in trying to do everything. Don't do that. These are instant improvements that'll immediately transform your quality of life, and they are worth the very small investment that you're making. And just filling that bed up with pillows, some new little throw pillows, it just makes everything feel so good. Finally, let's not forget that switching out the hardware, even though it's like, okay, switch out the hardware, and then you look down and you're like, I still have the original hardware. I had Jack going around. I think it's been 6 months. he kept delaying. I'm like, this is on your honey-do list, mister. You are gonna go up there and do it. And he just kept delaying, switching out the door handles, and he was doing them the other night. It took him like, I don't know, half an hour to switch out all the door handles and the hinges. It just made such a big difference. It was just like, oh, look at how good it looks. It looks so good, right? Hey, make the changes. I think you'll love them. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. We come out with these kind of videos twice a week, and we have a living channel as well. So yeah, we have a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. The living channel is longer format, and we just take you all over the house, and we cook with you, and we take you places. It's a lot of fun. So you're missing out if you haven't checked out that other channel and subscribed over there. But I will also leave the links for a floral down below for you, because you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. That's another fun little bonus update that I think just makes such a big difference. But thank you so much for joining me. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.